WhisperSister here. This is sort of a follow-up or response to a response to SkogenWhisper. I'm really glad that you liked your reading. I'm sorry I was a little bit rushed because I didn't have much space left on my camera, and actually right now I have 13 minutes, so I just wanted to kind of elaborate a little, but I don't know if it's really relevant to you, but it's sort of connected to just some thoughts that arose from your reading, maybe more so in relation to myself, but it could be useful to you as well, so just wanted to share it. I'm not going to get into a whole lot of detail because I don't really want to talk about this yet, because it's a barely formed idea, and I don't really want to, go all talking about something and then have it not pan out. But I've been, actually this last week or two, really seriously considering going back to school, or going to school as well. And I had a conversation the other day with a good friend of mine, sort of asking his advice or his thoughts on it, because he's actually about to undergo, he's going to get his PhD. Anyway, it's a friend of my dad's, and he's really become somebody that I respect and really value his opinion. So yeah, we were talking about it, and one of the things that he said, and it sounds like you may also want to consider in terms of school, is that as adults, learning in a way that benefits sort of an adult style of learning requires you to be clear on what it is that you want to get out of your education. And for me, what I want to go and study is creative writing, I think. But again, I'm not going to get too much into that yet. But I can already tell that if this was something I was going to do, my approach to it and what I'm hoping to get from it are very, very different from the way that I approached school when I was in high school and college the first time around. Very, very different, and it's almost like if I wanted to write and actually pursue it as either a career or just something that I could either make money from or whatever, just make it a bigger part of my life. I know that I could do that without schooling. I know that there would be ways to just, the writing is it speaks for itself, and that's, so for me it's not something, I'm not sure exactly what you're studying, but you said it's more technical, so, or technology, so it's probably more like stuff where there's like a right answer and a wrong answer, whereas writing is a little bit more loose, but regardless, even when there is a right answer, wrong answer kind of learning, it's still something that I'm realizing is it still important to, hi Shelby, my friend's dog just came into my room. Hey sweetie. Hello. Okay. It's still important to claim your education and make it your own, instead of just trying to get all the right answers and get all the praise and reward and everything, and follow the curriculum to the best of your ability. I think that we can really benefit if we ask ourselves, like, why are you really getting that education? Not just what kind of job is it going to get for me, I know that even though, like I said, I wouldn't necessarily need to get a degree in order to write, the idea of studying, again, being in that learning role, but a much more active learning role than the last time around, you know, not just being force-fed information and then regurgitating the right answers, but really exploring the subject and really honing my abilities and skills and bringing all of myself to the education process, not just my mind and not just in that particular field, but realizing that it's like you'll be a different person when you leave school than you were when you started, and so much of what you learn has nothing to do with the material. It just is things that happen as a result of being in that environment and meeting people who share your interests and passions, and you know, that to me is what is appealing about the idea of going to school. And I haven't really figured out yet if I can necessarily afford to go to school or make it like go that much into schooling where I'm actually going for a degree. I don't know. I might have to just take some courses, but I'm not sure. But that's not the point of why I wanted to make this video. I just wanted to, like when I was doing your reading, that's also something kind of that popped into my head when it talks about, you know, making changes within yourself and kind of keeping the focus on you and keeping the focus on the present moment. I think with something like education, where you are in a lot of ways working towards a goal and working, you know, through a series of linear steps and things, it's sometimes easy to lose sight of the present and get really focused on the results. And for me, regardless of what the like in any area, when I start to think that way, where I'm focusing on the outcome and the future and the, you know, all the possible results of whatever I'm doing, that's when things start to get a little bit unmanageable. And just having listened to your response video saying about how you tend to take on so much that you start to get overwhelmed, it just seems to me that it might help to try and just, again, focus on the task for the task's sake. You know, I think that was in the reading, but really just, you know, enjoy and really fully experience everything that you do in school, rather than trying to juggle a million things at once, and as you're doing one thing, you know, your mind is kind of worrying about all the other things you have to do. You might find it helps to just really fully immerse yourself in each thing as you're doing it, and try to let go of some of the worry about, you know, 4, 5, 10 steps down the road or whatever. Anyways, just a thought. And really it's something that is more to do with me. Like, that's advice that I can also benefit from, so take it or leave it. I don't know if it really applies to you, but it was worth sharing, I thought. So yeah, and yeah, I'm really glad that you liked the reading. I'm glad that it gave you something to think about. I know that it was sort of well, rushed because of time, but also a little bit scattered because I was you know, as you heard in my other video, just sort of mentally a little bit spacey. And but anyways, I'm glad you liked it, and I agree. I think we would get along really well, and I would love to. I'm usually around online. I've got a Facebook as well. I don't know if you have a Facebook, but I've got a WhisperSister Facebook. If you want to add me on there, we can chat if you ever are around. And tarot readings, I would love it. I would love if you did a tarot reading. That would be awesome. I used to do tarot cards quite a bit too. I had a couple different decks that I used, but I haven't really used them regularly for a number of years now. And when I did them, I pretty much did the same show some in a future video. It was kind of childish, but not in a stupid way, you know, like it was really, colorful and vivid, and, a lot of symbolism actually just in the imagery itself. And what I used to do when I did readings from those is I would draw my cards, and then I would just, first without reading the book, I would just look at the card and the picture really, and without really knowing too much about the, I mean, I kind of knew like which suit meant, kind of applied to which, what am I trying to say? Like I knew a little bit about the symbolism of the tarot anyway, and what the archetypes are and all that kind of stuff, but I would try to just look at the pictures on the cards and just let my mind make associations, and I would just write them down, whatever it was, and just kind of like, if I noticed something that seemed symbolic and made me think of something in response to my situation, I would write that down, and then I would read whatever it said in the book, and a lot of the times it actually matched quite well, which was pretty cool. So anyways, I'm not sure how you use the tarot, but I would be really interested to see what you do with them, and I would love a reading. That would be really cool. Thank you for the offer. So yeah, best of luck to you. So many people I talk to right now, and maybe it's just because this is where I'm at, so I'm kind of more aware of it, and drawing more people to me who are in a similar kind of place, but so many people that I've met recently are going through this same kind of process that I am, where we're starting to wake up and realize that, you know, our lives are ours to live, and if we can find out and get in touch with what's really important to us, and who we really are, not who we want to be, or who we think we should be, but who we really are, what we're attracted to, what we're drawn to, and what we're repelled by, and, you know, what really has value for us, and then go for that, and make that your focus, and, you know, invite more of that into your life through people, places, and things. It's just given way to this whole other new way of looking at life, a much more authentic existence, and, you know, I knew, about a year ago for me was when I had this moment of just realizing, like, my life has gotten to be completely unmanageable, and it's not what I want, how I want to be living, and, you know, I kind of embarked on this whole process, set out and invited this into my life, and I had no idea the degree to which I would be learning all kinds of things. It's pretty exciting, and yeah, I just see so many people who are going through a similar thing, so I think we need to stick together and keep each other going, keep each other, you know, motivated and encouraged and supported, because it's a hard thing to do, to you know, be true to yourself, even when sometimes you have other people outside of you who fight you on it. And so yeah, if there's ever anything I can do, just let me know. Like if you want to vent, or, you know, bounce ideas off of someone or whatever, I'm around, and I'm always happy to talk. So